Today is Saturday, August 17th, 2024. It's 10:02 in the nighttime, as you can obviously tell. I'm here at my house, just chilling here, staring at the window at night. Chilling and just trying to get tired. Well, I am tired, but get sleepy, because my mind's wandering. It's been wandering. This is gonna be just a random video, so usually the videos that are just all black when I'm recording at night are random talk. And that's what I'm doing right now, because I want to talk about different things, because I've been being bothered lately by a lot of different things, but I don't really know which one to focus on, so I'm just gonna talk and go with whatever comes out first, because I really don't know what I want to focus on or talk about in particular, because I guess I'll talk about the school issue, Athena's school situation and work situation, school and work, the everyday life that people live in here in the United States of America, our 9 to 5s or whatever hours of work you have. It's a curse and a blessing, isn't it, to be able to be independent to the point where you can have your own safe space, have your own things, go on a trip every now and again, maybe. But when you're having to work literally every fucking day to do that, literally every single fucking day of the week, just so you can have that life, that's where the curse part comes in, or it feels like a curse, because it's yeah, you get the blessings of your hard work, but fuck, man, I have to work hard every single fucking day, can I have one rest day? No, not even one day. God said we could, didn't he? I think something along those lines in the Bible. I don't know what the quote is, what the verse is, but I think there's something in there about it. If I'm not mistaken, there was a rest day, one day, but it was one fucking long rest day. No, I haven't been getting those much lately. Except when I have to ask for a day off, if I have to go to court or something, but I'm still really not resting either. I'm fucking doing something that I have to do to check off my list. Oh, on that note, I will say I got my assault charge dropped, and I am very, very, very proud of myself for not just saying, you know what, fuck it, let's make the plea deal just so I can get rid of this. I'm glad that I stuck to my guns, and I was willing to be, punished for standing up for what I truly believe in. I truly believe that I was defending a child in a moment where that child was being abused and the target of her mother's anger and wrath. And I intervened, and I took that wrath towards me, and I don't regret it. The only thing I regret is that I didn't fucking punch her more than once, because I know it was gonna traumatize the kids, but at least they would have seen their mother's not invincible Because that's probably what they feel with the way she treats them. Like, you know, keeping them in fear. Fear to the point where you would lie about, what happened. Blame yourself just so you could avoid that wrath. Or, I don't know. I really don't know why the little girl lied. It could have been because she did get taken away once before, and she had a bad experience in CPS. Maybe she was fostered out and got abused. I really don't know. Like, it's a horrible situation for the poor girl. But, oh, javelin. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. Oh, man, I wish my light would catch it. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, that blinded me. I saw a light of checkered whiteness from the shadow image of the screen. Isn't it weird when you turn the light on, like when it's dark and you turn the light on, then you turn it off and you close your eyes and you can see like the white outline of whatever you're looking at, leftover little electrons in your head. But it's like in your head, it's not like you're not seeing it, physically. It's weird. Anyways, I was thinking about that because it happens to me a lot at night when I go to the restroom and I turn the light on and like I'm all sleepy, and I open my eyes squinted just a little, tiny fraction, so I can see the toilet and make sure that I sit on it and don't fall, and then I turn the light off right away again because I don't want to wake up all the way, and then I just see the outline of the toilet in my head, but I'm like on the toilet, but it's in my head. It's weird, but yeah. Anyways, oh man, what was I talking about? I was talking about something important. Damn it. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. Job, work, not having days off. Oh, Jesus, Sundays. Oh, God. I have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, and I have to work. God. I'm just so tired. I have to work every day because I won't make it if I don't have another job or get a pay raise in my job, which I haven't asked for yet, which I want to, but I'm kind of honestly a little nervous to ask for it because I don't want them to be like no and then me get like mad or have some kind of resentment or something just festering underneath. I'm trying to not get to that point where I'm like jaded by my job already and just frustrated with not being paid enough to be able to just work that one job and having to like work on the weekends too and not having any fucking days off. I'm already kind of snapping a little bit at people because they're starting, the homeless situation here in my city is starting to get like a lot worse, a lot fucking worse, and there's not really any help being given right now. Like it's very, 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 very minuscule, the amount of help that's being given compared to the amount of help that's needed in this city. It's ridiculous. Like, I have over 30 families on my wait list. I have way many others that have come and just to get a referral to housing. I have like tons that call on a daily basis asking about rent assistance and water assistance and light bill assistance, and we don't have the funds. Like we don't have any help for them. And the people that were asking a few months ago for rent and light and all that assistance are like homeless now and needing help, and a lot of people are living in motels, a lot of people are living in vehicles, a lot of people are living on the street. Not a lot yet, but it's getting to the point where it's a lot. I mean, one is a lot. One child living on the street is a lot, but there's several right now mothers that have been sleeping, outside in bus stations because there's no shelter like for families here, like immediate shelters. Like where I work, it's a shelter for single individuals, like an actual shelter where you can come and sleep without having a big super long process in between. You can just take a bed that night, um that's only for the single people downstairs. The ones upstairs, they're units, and the reason why it's different and they're units is because the point of the program is to help families that are struggling to be independent, to help them gain that independence. So you charge them rent, but it's not what they would pay in a regular of place out in the real world. That you give them, you go by 30% of whatever they make, and then it's $50 minimum, so they have to pay something. They have to come up with rent every month. The point is to get them to be responsible, get them to do their due diligence and budgeting and all that, and help them with whatever keeps them from being able to get to that point, so that when they go out in the real world, they are able to do it by themselves. So that's the point of it. That's the point of that program. But right now, there's a serious crisis going on, a homeless crisis right now, and there's tons of people, families that are homeless, and they don't have anywhere to go. They have no family that's willing to help, or they did, but they exhausted their resources there. They exhausted all their resources elsewhere, and they're literally on the street. And it's a lot of these families that are in my my care right now, they're literally from the streets. They came living in their vehicles, from their vehicles, sleeping outside, sleeping in abandoned places, and it's horrible seeing that every day. But it's a different feeling for me because I'm right there with them. Not anymore, obviously, because now I have my own place and my vehicle and my job, which I didn't have before. I not like this time last year. I was not like this. So it's a different situation now, but I was in that situation at that point, where I didn't know where I was gonna go, or how long I was gonna be able to stay there. I didn't know. I didn't have a job for a good few months. I was just not didn't have money for food. I had to get money loaned to me, people buying me food, me and my daughter food and clothes for her and stuff. I know how that feeling is. I lived it. I've lived it before. I've lived in my car before. Not when I had my baby, but I've slept in my car several times, 'cause I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to bother anyone or whatever. So it's to have somebody when I'm already at a moment where I'm tired and frustrated and overwhelmed, somebody's blaming me for their situation, and trying to guilt trip me into helping them, as if I'm choosing not to because I don't want to. It's because I fucking can't. I don't have the help to give them, that they want. And I give them what I can, but they want it now, and sometimes they're gonna have to wait. It's not gonna be right away, and unfortunately that's the way it is, and they don't understand. And sometimes they get mad. And I had been pretty patient with most of them that were like that, and was able to calm them down or talk them back up. But this one, she got to me. I was having a bad day, tired and already like overwhelmed, and it was early in the morning, and she called asking, saying they were homeless and she had nowhere to go, and her son was gonna be sleeping outside. And I was like, ma'am, like I can't, there's nothing right now that I can do for you. Like I couldn't assess her. I was busy. Like I have a job to do there at the shelter. I have my families that I need to be managing, and I need to attend to the units. I need to make sure that everything's good there. I have to dedicate time to that too. And lately I had just been every day dedicating time to all these other people out in the community that are needing help, and trying to just keep up with it. But I've been like falling behind on my work there at the shelter, because I'm trying to just keep everybody else, okay out there. And I just told myself, like, I have to, because we had inspections coming up, and the kids were going back to school. I haven't even finished with all that stuff, and I have a lot of things I need to do there in my office, and so I can't be taking in new families and assessing them every day. And this one got mad because I had to schedule her a week later from now, and saying my I'm getting kicked out and I don't know what day, and my son's gonna be on the streets, and you're gonna put my son on the streets. And I was like, ma'am, I did not put you on the streets. I did not put your son on the streets. Like, no. Well, you don't understand. And no, ma'am, I do understand. You're wrong there again. I do understand. I lived that situation. I got this job where I'm at now because I came to ask for help myself. So yes, I do understand your situation. And I think I told her something like, you have to keep going forward, and keep trying, or you can't getting upset and blaming everybody else, blaming the world is not gonna fix your problems. It's not gonna make things better, or something along those lines. I don't know. I told her, and I asked her, would you like me to set you up for the appointment for next week? And she's like, I don't even know. I think she just hung up on me at that point. I think she just said no. Oh, she said she was going to report me. That's right. She said she was going to report me because I didn't want to help her, which is such a fucking lie. Like, I was literally signing you up for an appointment. You're the one that said no. It's not my fault. I'm not demanding to your schedule. Like, I'm not at the whim to your life, lady. I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through. I feel for you. I feel for your child, but don't come at me like that. Like, I'll just, the best thing to do in that scenario that I would recommend to her, if she would have like kept going, I would have just said, I'll open a CPS case on you, because they may be able to help you, because they've helped people before. They paid this one girl's whole 6 months of her staying there at the shelter. So they've helped in that sense before. So I mean, I'm sure that something could be done, but yeah, no, otherwise it's impossible to help. Like, right now, there's no resources, like nothing, except just hoping that somebody will pay for your motel, some organization, because there are different organizations out there that have helped with that, but there's certain criteria, and so not everybody qualifies. So I don't recommend everything to everyone, because I already know, like, oh, you won't qualify. They're not gonna help you unless you become their client first or whatever, do this and that. Yeah, so it's really tough. It's a tough job, but it's a job that I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm where I belong right now. And I'm going to stay there until I'm well versed enough in the nonprofit arena to where I can really like take off with my nonprofit, because that's what I need, just to see like, you know, the inner workings, the paperwork and all that stuff, like see how all of that is dealt with, so I can get an idea of, you know, where to go. Because it's a lot. Like, my nonprofit's gonna be huge. It's gonna be fucking huge, like worldwide huge. So I need to like have some kind of experience in that world where I can, you know, grow off of. So that's what I'm doing. I need to go to bed already because it's super late and I have to wake up early because I gotta go pressure wash in the morning.